Oh, yo. Real quick. Coming back for another one, another video. I think I should talk about this, so I'm going to talk about this. Get some views from a new channel, too. Make sure y'all boys subscribe to my new channel. Subscribe. And I still got my old channel. Mr. West Ashley 843 is still up and running. I'm just working on this one right now. I got some trolls on my other one. So I'm gonna bring them over here too. But anyway, um, subscribe to this shit if you want to see my old channel with all my good shit on there. Subscribe to Mr. West Ashley 843. Also, that's where 250 go deeps are at. If a lot of other shit are there. A lot of shit is on that channel. But this channel is gonna be the next thing popping. So subscribe to this shit too. But let's start talking about what we're gonna talk about. Um, we talking about the Kyle Rittenhouse shit because not because we want to talk about that shit. We really don't. I don't really want to talk about that shit. Um, I listened to the case, and the case is so funny. The case is entertaining as fuck. But this shit was an open and shut case since day one. Everyone knew this shit. If you see, I take credit for this shit, bro. I made a go deep, and it is on that other channel that I told you about. It was right after the Kyle Rittenhouse shit happened. I can't even remember what number it was, but you'll find it if you just, back channel the Kyle Rittenhouse dates. You can back channel it on there, or maybe I'll find it and put it in the comment section. But I made a podcast about that situation, but that situation is the same situation that attaches to everything else going on. And I think the reason why I got to talk about this, because we all should know this. Like, I think, see what make me want to talk about, because I see people say dumb stuff, and I see people say shit that we should not say, because not only, like, all of this is attached together, but it's mainly in a culture war. They call it how we call it cancel culture. It's not a culture of canceling shit. That's not it. You're looking at it wrong. This cancel culture is canceling your culture, your American culture. That's what cancel culture is. It's canceling your culture. Now, all of this shit attaches to that, and I'll show you. But the reason I say we can't say stupid shit is because the stupid shit we say is canceling your culture. You come to America. God put you in America for a reason. It was not to fuck America up. That was not it. Let me explain. So, Kyle Rittenhouse, right? This motherfucker was at some protests. I don't even know what it was. It wasn't a protest. It was a riot. It was a staged riot by the NWO, the New World Order, who have been, just like I told you in the last video, how they test drugs and shit like that. They were testing areas to cause havoc, and we should have all saw that. We think this shit started with Trump. This shit started with Obama in 2016. Remember summer of 16, guys? Do y'all not remember what happened in Charleston? I live in Charleston. The 9 people got shot in the church. Fucking, Slager shooting Walter Scott. All of that shit, all of those shit. Zimmerman, Mike Brown, George Floyd, homie in New York, homie in Baltimore. All of those shit are more tests. These are not coincidences, guys. This is why we gotta stop being dumb, because this is like facts. It's not no conspiracy theory shit. I'm not telling you nothing. Like, if I say this is why black people are losing. This is why black people are fucked up, because we are so dumb. We are, and I know we took that, and it probably come back from like slavery and shit like that. But in America, we are so dumb. And the problem in America, really, the problem with us is not the white man. We have black people. You know how we always talk about secret societies and this on Go Deep. We have black people in our communities that make sure we're dumb, that continue us to be dumb because they push this bullshit. And I'm bringing it to Kyle Rittenhouse, the reason why I'm talking. They push this shit. You look on Facebook or social media and you see all these black people, even LeBron and this, talking about, Kyle Rittenhouse. It's like we just follow anything we think is a black and white subject, but we don't follow the real shit. All of those situations I named, from George Zimmerman to Kyle Rittenhouse, are the same situation. They're just testing which community of black folks are going to react the worst, because they need that reaction from you. This is why they funded the group called Black Lives Matters to stir up this reaction. This is what I'm trying to tell you. The group called Black Lives Matters was probably headed by a lot of these black secret society people in our community. Just came here to stir shit up. I knew one of the girls personally. This girl was at the fucking riot in Charleston and the peace march in Charleston the next day after the police came. And my house trying to stir me up over some George Floyd shit. They're in your city, guys. They're in your fucking everything. We're mad at Kyle Rittenhouse is following the same rat trap as we've went with Zimmerman all the way up to fucking Kyle Rittenhouse, George Floyd, all this shit. So, when I say your country is America, right? This is your home. You grew up here, your family's here, you made your money here, you fell in love here, had kids here, all that shit. This is your home. Someone is in your home stirring shit up, going to every community that looks like yours and killing another black person to stir them up even more. That's what's going on. And if we follow it, if we agree with it, more black people get killed because they know it works. If we want to stir up Charleston, all we got to do is kill black people in Charleston. If we want to stir up Baltimore, Florida, all those countries, all those states, Milwaukee, St. Louis, all we did is go kill a black person. Now, that caused the riot, right? The people that was setting up the riots and putting those together are connected with the people that killed the black person to start with. Well, you probably don't want to go that deep, but look at this. Look at this. The people that start those riots and fund Black Lives Matters, think about this. The country is so big, something bad happens every single day. Every second, something bad happens. Those people own the media, so they can go and find a story and magnify it. Now, they can maybe find Dylan Roof's story and amplify it, right? Or they can actually be involved in the Dylan Roof situation, which they probably are. Because this is New World Order. The world order right now is America number 1, China number 2, Russia number 3. China and Russia are playing together to knock out America, right? Now, America usually would, have back with the rest of the West would have our back. England don't have our back. England is the bankers. England has sided with China because the bankers can fund large corporations to go to China like Nike, Target, Walmart, and work with the Chinese people because they have no regulations. They can have sweatshops, which you can make more and more Nikes 24 hours straight with no lunch break and only get paid $1. You cannot do that in America. You can do that in China. So the corporations are only thinking about money. So they're funding the new world order to stop the current world order of America as number one. The new world order is being funded by the bankers who's funding the corporations. So the corporations now come to America. The corporations started Black Lives Matters. That's why it was on all the commercials, they painted it on the streets. They put it all over. The corporations did that. We don't have the money to do that. Every news agency, every news source said Black Lives Matters because they had to. Every news source says all this LGBT shit because they have to. Because they have to fund every situation that takes away from this being number one. America was never on that. We had issues with gay people. We had issues with black people. We had issues with all this shit, right? So they're gonna fund all of our issues to blow us up, to fuck us up. That's all that. So Kyle Rittenhouse was out there in one of those made up situations, which were nothing but a bunch of young white people, Antifa rioting, a bunch of young white people who bought into the corporate system, and then the corporate system are sending their agents down into the people. The white people are causing this riot, causing these wars. They're behind it all because they want China and Russia to take down the current world order of 1, 2, and 3. Black people, here's how you come in. I said the corporations are funded by the banks, right? The banks are in New York. The banks that fund all of this shit is in the New York area, New England area. New England. York is in England. York, England. New York is New York. We supposedly have got away from England. They run us with what they do to New York. New York starts what America does. So if we want this, New York says, you got to have a vaccine pass. Kyrie can't play. All of this shit. That's in New York. They want that to come to America. States pro-America like Florida, South Carolina are not fucking with that New York shit because it's really not American shit. It's England shit. They fund New York. New York tells us what to do. But we're seeing through it. As you see, niggas don't give a fuck about what Jay-Z says no more. People like New York people, we see that they're not like us. We don't give a shit about what they say. But they're funding all this Black Lives Matter, take over America. Fuck, we say, oh, this all came with Trump. Bitch, this started in Obama. Trump wasn't even supposed to win. Hillary was supposed to be next. So what started with Obama, magnified definitely 2 times or 3 times with Hillary. Trump came in and represented America, which all of us should, because we're American. This is one story. These no conspiracy theories. All of these shit are facts. I'm not making some bullshit up. Black people, we gotta get on the same page. This is our problem. I listen to all of our shit. I try to listen to all of the black communities, like podcasts and shit like that. But I watched this podcast, Math Hoffa podcast. He do a podcast at like a little barbershop, and it's dope. But look how many different opinions it has. When black people talk, black men, it can be like 5 black men in a room, and they all got different opinions on how life is going. And that's why we fucked up, because there's only one truth. The whole world is preparing for the new world order, and black people are mad at Kyle Rittenhouse for shooting 3 other white people who was chasing him with guns. The footage that y'all see in the fucking courtroom was on Go Deep a day after that shit happened. They had guns. I've been put that on Go Deep long time ago. A day after that shit happened, it was obviously they had guns chasing them. So if 3 white boys was chasing any one of you Negroes with guns and pointed a gun to your head and you had an AR-15, would you not shoot him too? Yes, you would. You would probably shoot him long before Kyle shot him. But your mental is brainwashed because people from New York has taught us fucked up. They taught us through New York and California. They're the same people. The media. The Dodgers went to Cali. It's the same fucking people. They taught us wrong. This knowledge that these New York niggas have is fucking New World Order tricknology, and it's teaching the whole country wrong. This what is going on with black people. We have been taught wrong. There's no 4 or 5 different opinions on what the truth is. There's one truth. If I say fucking Buffalo Bills lost in the fucking AFC Championship last year, that's one truth. Black people, we got 5 different stories. No, that was Pittsburgh Steelers lost. Yo, I heard Dallas Cowboys lost in the AFC Championship. No, dog, that ain't it, dog. I heard Tampa Bay lost. That's how we are. We got 5 different fucking, we got a million different reasons why we're fucked up. We got a million different reasons of who to blame, a million different people, and we're all wrong. We're all wrong. The truth is in the pudding. America is being taken over by the New World Order, and you should all know this by now. If you like your country, you would stop being dumb and stick on one truth. There's only one truth. All of this shit, Kyle Rittenhouse, George Zimmerman, Kyrie Irving. If Kyrie Irving was not in New York, he would be playing. They say he can't play because he didn't get a vaccine. Mandatory vaccine, mandatory vaccination, bro. Y'all not hearing this shit, bro. Mandatory. We're not supposed to have nothing mandatory in America. There's not no fucking dictator here. But if you let them have their way, there will be a dictator here. That's the whole fucking thing. The free people supposed to stand up to the dictator. But we don't know who the dictator is. We don't know to stand up to the right dictator because we are so dumb. Because we have been programmed by New York and California to think one way in a box. It's literally called the Matrix. Propaganda, movies, media, music, fake ass books, literature is in one box. And you all stand in that box. None of y'all can think outside of the box. That's why we're fucked up. Black people, we start the culture in America. We push the culture in America. If we let our culture get canceled in America, we are letting our country get canceled in America. Black people, until you stand up and know who your real enemy is, the country's gonna lose. It's on us. Stop being fucking stupid and go deep.